Friday night, sponsored by Bojangles and Universal Windows Direct. I'm Nate Wimberly, joined by Cam Gaskins. After a pretty awesome week one with temperatures at a nice, comfortable level, Mother Nature had to come in and ruin week two. Remember last week when I had my whole meltdown about deadlines? Well, Mother Nature said, I don't care about your deadlines. I'm just going to take half your games away. Like, it was the lightning. I saw that it was like 3,000 lightning strikes in the area.
Yeah. It's easy to not worry about deadlines when all the games are kind of done by like 9 o'clock. This is the earliest we've been back to the station. We had the whole show edited by like 10:30. It was fantastic.
No, it was
because there weren't that many highlights to work with.
It was not fantastic. It was not fantastic. I was at the Cardinal Gibbons Mallard Creek game. Cardinal Gibbons came all the way from Raleigh. Didn't even hit the field. So they're not going to come back to Charlotte. That game has already been canceled. So we'll have some updates on some games that
got a couple,
where they'll be moving, whether it be Saturday or Monday. So what a night. What a night. But hey, let's start with the Universal Windows Direct FFN Game of the Week. Cam, tell them what it is.
We are heading on down to Union County for West Charlotte at Monroe. Now, typically, we would expect to see a lot of offense when the Redhawks and the Lions take the field from what we've seen in recent memory. Well, that's not exactly what we saw through a quarter and a half tonight. Defense really dominated this one. First quarter action, West Charlotte trying to get something going, but Yoel De Leon having none of it. Big tackle for loss from number 20. Next play, De Leon again, this time getting to the quarterback for a sack, and that stalls out the Lions' drive. Second quarter now, West Charlotte backed up into their own end zone. Jamori Nichols gets it out to Christian Coleman, but Jamari Clark is there with the boomstick out of bounds to minimize the gain. And we would not see much more after that. This one suspended due to lightning around 7:30. Will not be resumed tonight. I got a couple shots of the sky from my car during the delay. Just look at that lightning. It did not look pretty down in Union County.
That was a safe place to be.
Yeah, in the car, nice and dry. It was fantastic. So this game will be continued. We're going to find out tomorrow if this game can be continued on Tuesday. Otherwise, it will be a no contest for both teams. We will keep an eye on this game.